Go have a drink. Is that good?
I know you're ripped. My ripped.
That's okay. Are you thirsty?
Thank you.
Well, good evening, folks. Welcome back to the farm. It's a bit of a late one today. It's almost 10 o'clock at night, but we're getting some gorgeous skies over there. That came at the cost of some very, very adverse weather earlier today. We had lots of rainstorms kind of come through, but it's turned into a gorgeous evening. So very thankful for that. I was just wiped after work today. Just absolutely just done with the world. Tired, fatigued, even some muscle soreness. And so I had to sit my ass on the couch for a few hours and just kind of relax. So we did do some stuff earlier though, so I'm just gonna kind of do the flight of the bumblebee and show you what we did here this evening while I do evening chores. First things first, gotta get the puppies fed though. Now for those that watched yesterday's video, you'll probably remember we're doing an experiment currently with adding molasses to our chicken feed. There's kind of a farming legend out there that if you add this little bit of molasses, it will increase the egg production. So the first day we had 46, the second day we had 45, today we have 45 again, so no increase yet. So while I was at work today, Carmen actually came out here to the chicken village and pulled 25 chicks out of the big chicken tractor and put them in this one. So that's fantastic. We're gonna start moving these ones down. We're gonna pull 15 out tomorrow and put in the other one. Then we're gonna pull 5 out of this one, move it over. So we're 20, 20, and 35, just well balanced. That way every bird has 4 square feet per bird, lots of room to move around. But no complaints from our Airbnb guests so far. You got food, water, shelter. I think we're gonna have some happy campers. The other thing I did, because being out here, right, I gotta get food, I gotta get water. Everything needs to be mobile and portable. The grain shed is way over there by the shop. So what I did, and I've heard this complaint from other people, how do you deal with rodents? How do you deal with raccoons? Well, a good steel garbage can with a locking lid works fantastic. I mean, we don't have any raccoons here. We don't have any rats here either, but we have a whole lot of mice. We have a whole lot of wild birds that would come in and no pun intended, but literally eat your lunch. So this thing works really good. The lid locks, keeps all the critters out, keeps all the critters we have out. Maybe not for everybody, but works good for us. So the other thing we did today, well actually I should go back a couple of days, we drug out the electric netting. This electric netting right here. It's Patriot, I think it's 164 feet for a roll. We've got 2 rolls of that and then 2 rolls of some yellow stuff. But anyways, we brought 1 roll out here, and I mean, you can see what I'm talking about. We did let the sheep out of the lambing pen. We've only got a couple 3 ewes in there with their lambs right now. And, you know, there's not a ton of grass, obviously, in that pen because it was a bedding ground. So we just let them chew up this patch here. We thought, well, that's pretty slick. Keep this all down all the way to the pig pen. So they were in here for, I think, about 3 days. And then we're like, okay, time to move. So then we drug out a second net. And now we've opened up this whole area all the way from the edge of the lambing pen around the horse's shelter, or the horse pen, sorry, all around past the round pen. And so this is all grass now that we won't have to mow. So, I mean, all the input costs for having to mow the lawn, well, no, we just let the sheep out. And they could probably be in here for a week, 10 days, I think. And then by then we'll move some of them in behind the shop. And then I think some are just gonna go down to the dugout pasture. So this stuff works really, really slick. Very portable. It's you know, step-in fence posts. It's got 2 prongs, so really well balanced, really easy to install. And then we've just got our Patriot Solar Guard 155 Energizer on there, and she's spicy. You remember the other day the dog ran into it? The dog did not have a good time. Anyways, all that aside, that's not the most exciting thing that happened today. No. Here we are, we're in the garden. we planted most of everything already. We planted some rows of potatoes about a week ago, and wouldn't you know it, we've got our first potato plants popping up. So this row that's actually coming up right here right now, here's a few more right there, as you can see. Those are the rows of potatoes that we had seedlings that were left over from last year that had just sprouted, 12 to 16 inches. And so we just dug a trench and we laid them vertically in the trench. And looks like they sprouted up nicely. So it'll be really interesting to see what we get for a yield with the excessively long sprouts, because they were just working off of a potato that was really, really small. Most of the potatoes that we harvested last year were very, very small because we were working in such, this before we added any amendments, was such hard, compacted clay. It was very difficult for the potatoes to grow in. Now we've built up beds, we've added organic material, and it's exciting to see these potato plants start to take off. The other thing I think we had here, where was it? It was down here somewhere. Yes, right over here. Our radishes. I'm not a big fan of radish, but it does make a nice addition to a salad every once in a while. But bam, look at that. Getting ready for a salad party. We've got some dill planted in behind. We're actually, based on last year's experience, and come around to pickling season, you couldn't find dill. So we've got a large area of dill planted, and then tomorrow I'm actually gonna plant that much again, I think, and along with some pumpkins and some sunflowers we're gonna get in the ground as well. So that's gonna be pretty exciting. Actually, what's exciting is I'm just back over here by the electric fence. So you can see the ewes have come out with their lambs. So they are really enjoying this fresh grass. Is fantastic for them. It's good for these young, get some couple yearling mothers in here with some smaller lambs. They lambed a little bit late. We bred them a month later than everybody else. So it's good that we can keep a close eye on them, but they can still have all the benefits of being out on pasture. So they win, we win, the lambs win. It's fantastic. Anyway, I think all I've got left to do here tonight is mix up a pail of feed for the pigs for morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. I might as well let you go for now. I hope you have a fantastic evening. We'll see you tomorrow.